Hey there, Heather Ho there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to the semifinals of the Stone Cold Hockey Canada Cup, if you will. We have 4 teams left. We have 2 teams from Montreal, 1 team from Ottawa, 1 from Winnipeg. The 06 Senators, who were looking pretty good in regular season but got stopped by Buffalo. The 75 Habs, who lost in the semifinals to Buffalo in real life. The 65 Habs, who won the Stanley Cup in Game 7 over Chicago. And the 2023 Winnipeg Jets, who looked pretty hot but faltered. So we're going to take a look at the 4 teams. The 23 Jets, Connor Hellebuyck 7-5, David Rittich 5-2 in this tournament. Kyle Connor has 29 points, the most. For goals, Shifley has 14, the most. They've had to go through 2 7 games. They had to take care of the 84 Habs and 23 Oilers in 7 games. And then they took care of the 06 Flames kind of easily in 5. So they're 12-7. So they've played 19 games. Lots of people scoring points. With 1 point by Axel Jonsson and Fialbi. 65 Habs. Charlie Hodge 9-6. Gumporsley 3-1. Well, Gumporsley has been a pretty good move. Claude Prodeville has 19 points, the most. Ed tied for goals with Sean Butler with 8. They beat the 84 Oilers in 6. Big shock. 7 games over the 71 Habs, and 6 games against the 22 Oilers. So they've had some hiccups. They're 12-7 as well. The 75 Habs. Dryden 9-5. Buddy Larocque 3-2. They took care of the 71 Leafs in 6, the 23 Habs in 6, Leafs in 6, and the 68 Habs in 7. So they've taken care of some business. Pete Mahovlich has 26 points, the most on the team. Yvonne Lambert leads in goals with 12. Mahovlich has a lot of assists, but yeah. Don Aubrey with a pair of points. 65 Habs. Keep McCreary, Gary Peters. Who the hell are those guys? And the other team, the 2006 Senators. 12-7 themselves. Dominic Hasek 7-1, Emery 4-4, Morrison 1-2. Hasek does their job. Ottawa has taken care of the 94 Canucks at 7, the 22 Leafs at 7, and the 94 Habs Leafs in 5. So Tyler Arneson has a point. Albertson leads in 12 with 12 goals and 22 points. And now you know. So we're going to do the semis and finals of this video. Game 1 of Ottawa Montreal. Sees Ottawa win 5-2 as Hasek takes down Dryden. Montreal goes by Rice, Brill, Kitchener, and Mario Tremblay. Boo. Ottawa goes by Chris Neal, Mike Fisher, Danny Healy, Sedano Chara, and Christoph Schubert. Montreal Winnipeg sees Winnipeg win 4-0 shutout by Hellebuyck over Worsley. Goals by Shifley, Wheeler, Blake Wheeler, Pionk, and Ehlers. So nice job there. Game 2 of Winnipeg Montreal sees Montreal take the series back 4-2. Hodge beats Hellebuyck. Winnipeg goes by Jonsson, Fiarby, and Shifley. What's up here? Mark Shifley looking pretty good. Montreal goes by LaRose, Belleville, Backstrom, and Ballon. The 06 Suds are now up 2-0 with a 4-1 win. Morrison beats Dryden. Montreal go by Serge Savard, but for Matt scoring, Chris Neal, Eves, and Fisher for the Sens. 06 Senators lose game 3, 4-2 in Montreal. Morrison loses to Buddy Larocque. Ottawa goes by Smolinski and Chara. Cornelier, Riseborough, Kitchener, Lemaire, and Lefleur scoring for the 75 team. Montreal Winnipeg. Montreal wins 3-2 in Winnipeg. Hodge beats Hellebuyck. Montreal goes by Provo, Jimmy Roberts, and Backstrom, with Appleton and Stenlund for Winnipeg. 65 Habs in game 4. They won 2-1, so now they're going back to Montreal with a 3-1 lead. Hodge beats Hellebuyck. Provo and Henri Richard for Montreal, Barron for Winnipeg. Morgan Barron, that is. Ottawa, Montreal 75 Habs win on home turf 3-2, so both teams winning on home field. Ottawa goals by McGrattan and Schaefer. Dryden meets Emery. Schaefer. Lambert, Cournoyer, and Petey Mahovlich for Montreal. 65 Habs, do they win in 5? The answer is yes, they did. 3-2. They lost game 1, but they came back to win 4 straight. Hodge beats Hellebuck. 65 T. Ballin, Henri Richard, and Bobby Russo. Winnipeg goals by Dylan DeMero and Morgan Barron. In game 5, Ottawa Montreal. Ottawa wins on home turf 5-3 as Hasek beats Buddy Larocque. Montreal goals by Glenn Saver. Yes, that Glenn Saver. Yvon Lambert and Petey Mahovlich. While Ottawa goals were scored by Smolitsky, Schaefer, Redden, Eves, and Bolshinsky. So Ottawa has a chance to face the 65 Habs in the final, which they don't do. Montreal wins on Parla Gagnon. Bunny beats Emery. Ottawa goals by Heatley, and Alfredson. Montreal goals by Lafleur, and Mahovlich, Pete Mahovlich. And in overtime at 4:23, Riceboro, Kitchener from Serge Savard and Yvon Lambert. Will it be a battle of Montreal or will it be Montreal, Ottawa? I'm going to say Montreal. Wow, surprisingly, I am correct. Montreal wins. Bunny Larocque beats Hasek. Wow. Ottawa goes by Fisher and Spezza, but Montreal goes by Tremblay, Burry Wilson, Guy Lafleur, Larry Robinson, Kitchener, and Lafleur again has 16th. So the 75 Habs and the 65 Habs go toe-to-toe in the final. By goals, Guy Lafleur has 16. Draisaitl has 17 for the 22 Oilers, but 75 team Guy Lafleur has 16. Yvon Lambert has 14. The 68 team Cournoyer has 11, but Lambert has 14. By points, Pete Mahovlich in the 75 Habs, I think he's got this one. The points doing with 36. Kyle Connor has 31. So Pete Mahovlich looks like he's going to be the MVP by points. Leon Draisaitl, Guy Lafleur, the 75 Habs has a chance of jumping to second even. 68 Habs. Cournoyer is all the way down to 17. Goalies, Brantford, the best 2.1. Charlie Hodge, 2.20. And Mike Smith, 2.26. The 68 Team Rookie Vachon, 7-5 against Kip Dryden, 2-7-9. So it's a battle of Montreal, 65 versus 75. Oh, I said 68. Whoops. So yeah, 65 versus 75. So the 65 Habs. Charlie Hodge 13-6. Got Borthley 3-2. So Hodge has taken over. Provo 23 points. Andre Richard 21. Route backs from 19. You see 6-7-6-5 for the series, beating the 84 Oilers, the 71 Habs, the 22 Oilers, and the 23 Jets. Now they got to face a team from their own backyard again. It's a 75 team. Dryden 10-7. Larocque 6-3. People Mahovlich 36 points. Lafleur 30. Lemaire 27. 6-6-7-7. So yeah, so the 75 Habs had to take out 2 Leaf teams. 71 team, the 23 team, then at 68 Habs and the 06 Senators. Oh, fart. So let's just see. Hat tricks. There've only been 8 hat tricks. Pedler Burry got a hat trick and they still lost. So Fleury, Ranheim, McDavid, Newendike, McDavid, Burry, Draisaitl, Nylander. With the hat tricks, memorable game, the 22 Leafs against the 06 Oilers, still the highest fan grade, 28. The 84 Flames against the 68 Habs, and the 94 Flames versus 71 Habs are still there. So we got the 75 versus 65 team. I don't know. I think Cournoyer is one of the rare names. Let's see here. 65 team. Who played for 75? Henri Richard did, but in a part-time role in 75. Bobby Russo? I don't think so. Belleville had retired. John Ferguson retired. Cornway didn't. Cornway was around till 79. Jacques Perrier, I think, played for the 75 team. I don't know. That's who I'm thinking. Nope, I don't see LePerriere, so guess not. People Rich Lafleur, Jacques Lemaire. I don't think he played for the 65 team. Yvon Lemaire, Steve Shut. Cornway, yeah, Cornway. I knew that. I think that's it. Well, Henri Richard, but he was in a part time role. All right, so 75 versus 65. Game one sees the 75 team win Ampar Lagashian, tried to beat Hodge. The 75 squad, Pete Mahovlich, Steve Shutt, and Ivan Cornway scoring. 65 teams, Jimmy Roberts, Jean Belleville. And in overtime, Lafleur 17 from Jacques Lemaire. So the 75 has Lafleur looking for that goal scoring thing. Game two sees the 75 team win again, 4-1, trying to beat Hodge. Lapointe, Murray Wilson, Lambert, and Guy Lapointe for the 75 squad. Dick Duff finally scoring for the 65 squad. 75 halves in game three, win 6-1. Looks like a sweep. Dryden takes down Hodge. The 75 team, Lambert, Lefleur. Now he's goal scoring lead. Shut Lafleur again, and then Cornway. The 65 squad shows Tremblay his fourth. But yeah, the 75 squad's up 3-0. So that we're gonna play game four, right? Yes, we're gonna play game four. We might as well play it. It will be Buddy LaRock versus Charlie Hodge. The 75 Habs think maybe we don't need Dryden in net. They probably will. Hodge is in net. They might as well. So anyway, the 65 team has Claude Provo, Ralph Backstrom, Andre Pocket Rocket Richard, Claude Little-Rose, Fido Little-Rose, Jean Belleville, Jean Belleville Center, Dave Bowlin, John Policeman Ferguson, Bobby Verso, Dickie Duff, have that wonderful Duff. Can't get enough of that wonderful Duff. Gilles Tremblay, Jean-Guy Tabit, Yvon Bibi Cornoyer, Jacques Laperriere, J.C. Chambly, Jimmy Roberts, not the guy from NBC, Leon Rochford, Ted Harris, Red Berenson, yeah, that Red Berenson who was a blues icon, Terry Harper, Noel Picard, the guy who tripped up Bobby Orr in 1970, Keith McCreary, Gary Peters, Brian Watson, and Andre Boudrias, the guy with the headband. I think he was. Anyway, the 75 Habs have Guy Lafleur, the flower, Jacques Lemaire at center, P.E. Mahavlich, Yvon Lombard, Steve Shutt, she shut the door, Yvon Beep Beep Cornoyer, Guy Poitou Lapointe, Murray Wilson, Mario Tremblay. Fuck you, Mario Tremblay. Sorry. It's just he's the douchebag that let Wah walk from the team. Senator Serge Savard, Bob Gady, Mr. Two-Way, Doug Riceborough, Kitchener, Larry Big Bird Robinson, Kitchener, Glenn Saver, definitely not Kitchener. Ranger fans will hate that his staff and guts. J.B. Roberts. Oh, he did play for both teams. Okay. Henri Pocket Rocket Richard, not much. Pierre Bouchard, Donnie Ullery, Kendra, John Van Boxmeer, Glenn Goldup, not the piano player, and Rick Chartra from Venezuela. Here we go. Timing, 3 minutes into the period. Action, 25 tabs, take a hit. 5 minutes later. Action, split, a shot, a move! On a penalty shot, ball gains, everyone's pissed with that goal, 1-0 Habs. 6 minutes later. Montreal 65 will get a penalty. It will be Jean Belleville. Gentleman Jean Belleville. Come on, you don't take penalties. 35 teams have a chance to make 2-0. They do. Zach Savard, the senator, and the there. 2-0. Looks like a sweep. And then much later, chance for Tremblay. No, and that's a good thing. And the 75 Habs have a 2-zip lead in this game and a 3-0 lead in the series. If you look at the stats and all that, the 75 Habs had 11 more wins and 8 more ties, so they were 30 points ahead of them. So how many points do they have? 94, 113 to 83. Interesting. 75 Habs, I feel bad they didn't win the Stanley Cup. Well, they lost to the Sabres in the semifinals, who then got taken up by the Flyers. 5 minutes later, 15 4 5 more minutes pass. Provo trying to score? No. 3 minutes later, battle, aggression, and injury. The 65 Habs reduced the defense by 1 as Jacques Laperriere goes to the box for 2. Can the 75 team capitalize? Serge Savard? No. Try the second time. Serge Savard again. Now Ferguson will go to the box. Mr. Policeman. A chance for beep beep? No. Gretzky, power play. It's the center for the second time from Jimmy Roberts. 2 0. 2 goals for Savard. It's 3-0. Amazing. And the 75 Habs are looking pretty damn good. With a 3-0 lead on the Habitants. I just want to know. Yeah, let's see. The 1935 Stanley Cup playoffs. How many points did each team had? There we go. Fuck. All right, so they were the 2 seed. Montreal had 83 points, second to the 87-point Detroit Red Wings, who got taken out by Chicago. Now, I always thought it was 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3. That would have been Montreal. Who knows, maybe Detroit would have faced Montreal in the Stanley Cup final. But yeah, Montreal was second in that in the NHL that year. Yeah, man, look at the playoffs. It wasn't even close between 4th and 5th place. The Rangers and Bruins just went through their terrible periods. '74, '75, the playoffs. Montreal were the third best team. Wow, Philly, Buffalo, and Montreal all scored 113 points. That's amazing. They all scored. Philly was first, Buffalo was second. Montreal third, LA fourth. But I think the Kings got taken out in the preliminary round by the Leafs. I don't know how they did that. Oh yeah, the Kings were in the same division as the Leafs, right? Yeah, that's right. They were not a division champ, so they didn't get a bye. Vancouver got a bye because they were division champs. Yeah, they were ranked ninth. That's gotta suck. But yeah. Alright. So the 75 Habs were the best team by points. Well, they lost on tiebreak. 5 minutes later. They can play last eight fair. Point two takes a shot. Jimmy Roberts? 9. Here, he shut the door on that one. His 8th for Mahovlich. 32 assists. Man, this guy's a 4-0 75 Habs. It's over now. Provo? No. Montreal Capelli, Ted Harris. And Jacques Lambert scores from Larry Robinson, the pride of the Kitchener Rangers. 5-0. Man, this series was a disappointment. And the game was a disappointment. The 65 Habs had nothing. I think they were demoralized. A 5-0 win. Buddy the Rock is the hero, beating Charlie Hodge. Katie Savard, Shutt, and Lemaire were the goal scorers. Let's see. Lafleur, Lemaire, Robinson. So Lemaire got 2 points. Savard got 2 points for 2 goals. And that's it. They had their chances, I think. So the 75 Habs win quite easily in 4 straight. Dryden 13-7, LaRock 7-3. So yeah, a team that freaking had to go to game 7 in back-to-back rounds, and yet they sweep their opponents quite easily. People Mahovlich scored 41 points. Chuck Lemaire 36, Lafleur 34. Mahovlich has 32 assists. Take away all his goals, he would be third on the team behind Lemaire and Lafleur. He was out of Lemaire, Shutt, and Savard, among others. Well, yeah, Pete Mahal. Well, the 75 have Guy Lafleur 19 goals. Sean Belvoir 11 tenths, but yeah, Lafleur took that points wise. Pete Mahovlich, Jacques Lemaire, Guy Lafleur 1, 2, 3 in points in the whole tournament. Kyle Connor was the one who the most. The 75 Habs, the best point total for fan score was their loss to the 71 Leafs in the round of 32, losing. They were up 3-1 and they blew it, but they still won the series. That's the highest point total game they were in. The 75 Habs. Well, in the first round, the 75 Habs took on the 71 Leafs. We're up 3-1, lost game 5 in overtime in Toronto, but then won on home turf. So that was good. And then the round of 16 against the 23 Leafs, they were down 2-0 to the 23 Leafs. People forget about that. They were down 2 love. They came home, won the next 2, and then won on the road, and then won at home. So the 23 Leafs couldn't score a win in Montreal. In the quarterfinals, 35 beat 68. The road teams won the first 4 games, and then the home teams won the next 2. But Montreal on the road, they won 3 games on the road against the 68 team. In the semifinals, the 75 team, every home team won except for game 7. So the 75 Habs were in a lot of drama, more drama than you think. And then they freaking win in 4 games. That is just unbelievable. They only give up 5 goals to the 65 Habs in 4 games, and 2 in the last 3. So you could tell that Montreal 75 Habs just do it. And hey, a pair of Kitchener Rangers won the championship, so what's there to complain about? Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond, and happy Canada Day. I do.